Well, happy holidays, fans. Man, I was just working, finishing this little holiday video I was going to put out in just a few minutes, and I saw the news about defensive tackle Al Woods suspended for PEDs. That's two. That's two players that we lost in a week's time. Josh Gordon and now Al Woods because of uh, drug suspensions. Performance enhancing drugs. My gosh. Just when you thought our personnel issues couldn't be worse than the defense, now we lose Al Woods, one of our pretty solid tackles of this season. What's up? What is it? Xi Van Nix? Norb, what the F is happening to the team? It's crazy. It's like we hadn't seen uh, a a suspension for performance enhancing drugs or whatever, and it seemed like forever, right? It almost seemed like we just forgotten about it the last time we had one of those things. All of a sudden, two, bam, in a week. So here's the situation. I know some people are pretty confident with this Cardinal team. Again, another team that's losing record, bottom of the division, and all that. As usual, I'm a little concerned, mostly because our defense is just short on so many people. So here's what we got. Here's the bad news. So now Al Woods is out. Quandre Diggs, high ankle sprain, out. Now Jadeveon Clowney he was questionable. Now he's looking like doubtful because that core injury he's been dealing with has not been healing. So he is most likely out on Sunday. And I don't know when he's going to get back now. It just doesn't seem like the rest is working for him. He had the flu combined with the injury last week, didn't play. Now it looks like this lingering issue is a problem. So Clowney's likely out. Michael Kendricks, our linebacker, is a game time decision, just like Shaquille Griffin, game time decision. The good news is Bobby Wagner and Ziggy Ansah will be playing, so that's good. Unix format, $2 super chat, thank you. Are suspensions happening to other teams? I haven't heard of any. Just us in the span of a week got two hit bad. Man, talk about a mood killer, man. I was just finishing up this fun little video, about to put it out in like the next 30 minutes or so. I still will, but I was all happy. And it's a fun little music video. Still wearing my little prop for it. But, man, I had to get hit by this wet blanket. So, I am concerned about this game. I mean, it's what happened to, if you looked at the end of the Seahawks-Panthers game last week, after we lost all those starters, you saw what happened. The Panthers went down and scored real quick, like a hot knife through butter. So, I don't know what's going on. And when did this happen? Sometimes these PED things don't get announced until a certain date, but they were caught many days ago, because sometimes they'll get caught, they'll file an appeal without anybody knowing about it, and without the public knowing about it, and then it gets declined, and then they'll announce it. So this could have happened early in the season. I'm going to be surprised. But doggone it, it's like the injuries have been terrible. We lost our tight end way in the beginning of the season. We lost our running back, Rashad Penny, gone. Al Woods is suspended 4 games. So I guess technically, if you include this game, if we made it to the Super Bowl, he could be back for the Super Bowl. That would technically be the 5th game from now, because we got the Cardinals, Niners. Actually, depending on what we get, it could be wild card, divisional, and maybe he could be back for a championship. Assuming we get to that. So, if it's a bye, there's 2 games there. If it's a wild card, then it would be 3 games to the Super Bowl. So, but let's not get carried away here. Right? We got plenty of things to take care of right now. But that starts on Sunday. I'll be there, of course, doing my thing. Hope you guys will watch it. And man, this is bad. This is bad. Stomach's growling. Stomach's like, feed me. At least we still got some other guys who've been performing. Jefferson, Puna Ford. He's been a really good run stopper. He's been solid. So I'm glad it wasn't him. Man, we can't afford to lose any more guys. Losing Diggs, man, I think that's one of the biggest losses. I don't know how long this high ankle sprain is. What I hear about high ankle sprains is sometimes they can take 4 to 5 weeks. We don't have 4 to 5 weeks. So Diggs was doing so good. He made such a difference in that back end. And losing him is brutal. Of course, losing Clowney's brutal. Losing Kendricks is brutal because Kendricks was having a great job, doing a great job as a strong side linebacker. Shaquille Griffin has been so solid. Just you don't even really talk about him much, and then now he's out. And he'll be back, I'm sure, but it's a hamstring, and same thing with Kendricks. I used to never really know what. I used to kind of like, come on, man, just take a couple pills, tough it out. Then I tore my hamstring 2 years ago, and man, I had a whole new respect for pain, uh, and what that means. If what a torn hamstring's like. I mean, my it's healed up now, but it's still not the same. My left hamstring, it'll still kind of, I don't know, it just has like, it always feels a little bit, especially if I haven't stretched it out. If I start doing something active like playing volleyball or whatever, and I start really using that, I can feel it tightening up. It's just, I think that you tear the muscle and it heals up, but it's not the same fibrous, material. It's replaced by scar tissue, so it has just a different. It doesn't feel as flexible. So, um, man, that hurt bad. I remember that was when we went to Tennessee. I went to Tennessee on crutches to watch the Seahawks against the Titans, 2017, and man, that was one of 2 weeks when it was really bad. I couldn't even. It was hard just to sit down on the toilet. There's just no way. It was like it would take me. I'd have to plan ahead because it'd take like 5 minutes just to find a seated position where I could go from standing to getting to a spot where I not in, wasn't in insane pain, where I could actually still do my duty, but not, you know, be in excruciating pain. It's just weird. It's just the little things. Even just putting your pants on, putting on a pair of socks. I couldn't do it. I needed help. My kids had to help me. They didn't help me in the bathroom, but they did on some of those other things. But man, I wouldn't wish that pain on anyone. So I don't know how bad those guys are, but ugh. Anyway, that's Shaquille Griffin and Kendrick's thing. Weird thought, man. Just in this day and age with the NFL, um, the, they've changed so many of the rules about hitting in practice and trying to make it safer, limiting, this and that. Yet it seems like guys get more injured than before. Doesn't it seem like it? Doesn't it seem like we have more injuries now than ever before in a league where they actually go out of their way to make it easier on the players? Sometimes I think maybe they're going so easy that they're not they're not as prepared because, well, you know how it is. It's like the tougher, you know, the tougher what is it? Metal hardens metal or whatever the expression is. The tougher something is, the you are on it, the tougher it becomes. But if you go soft on something, then maybe the softer it becomes. But anyway, that's the world we live in. But tough. That's a lot of starters to overcome. Almost half the team, half of the defensive unit out, and now with losing Al Woods to a non-injury to this PED suspension sucks. So we'll have to step it up, but man, I just gotta win this. Gotta win this game. Keep that hope for the number one seed alive. you know, it's funny because it, it's weird how to feel about this team because it's so people are so not confident in this team, and I guess it's the reality of how lucky we seem to have been. The fact that the point differential is so small, we're just barely getting by everybody. Yet we're here. We are at 11-3, having gotten by everybody, and everybody's been waiting all season for uh, the proverbial other shoe to drop. Where the team's going to go, oh, just like the Mariners last year, they started out red hot, but knew they weren't going to sustain it. There's always that point going, oh, when's the Seahawks luck going to run out? Well, it hasn't, other than one game that we lost against the Rams. You know, we've only lost 3 this season, and we've been very fortunate, caught lucky or whatever. But I think some people are hesitant to want to believe in the team because they're so afraid that it's just going to fall apart at any time. But I think it kind of reminds me of uh, the Seahawks. The 2019 Seahawks is a lot like the Millennium Falcon. And I bring this up because, you know, Star Wars opened today, last night, technically. I plan on seeing it after the weekend. Don't have my hopes up. I was a diehard Star Wars fan when 4, 5, and 6 came out as a kid. Changed my life. And it's not been quite the same, let's just say it that much. But we'll get into that in more detail later. But so Star Wars coming out. The Seahawks are like, the 2019 Seahawks are like the Millennium Falcon. You know, it's always sort of having problems. You have to bang on it a few times to get things to work. It fails at really bad times, making it look like you're going to just completely, you know, you're going to get destroyed. You're going to crash on an asteroid or something, or it won't even take off. It's slow to start. And they had to do all kinds of rewiring to make it work. And then at the last second, takes off and gets by. You know, so there's that. But but the Millennium Falcon always saves the day. It's not pretty. You got to bang on it a little bit to make it work. You often have to rewire things with the hydro spanners, but it gets the job done eventually. What a piece of junk. That's what people say about our team, that they think we're just junk. But we got to believe, man. We're just 11-3, chance to have everything you could ever want in a season, lucky or not. Beating teams by 20 points only or by 200. Here we are. So we're going to have to roll with it on Sunday with these guys that we got. Let's see what happens. But I am by no means underestimating anybody, including the Cardinals. Don't care what their record says. But they're going to have to really come together, make this thing work with the guys they got, because this is a whole nother level of just challenges being thrown at them. So, well, anyway, I got to finish this video because I want to show it to you because it's holiday time, and you know, that's what it is. So it's gonna, as soon as I'm finished, I got to spit it out. I'd say it's gonna be probably top of the hour. I'd say by 5 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock you in the Eastern time zone. Watch for the premiere. More like an update. It's a music video, 2019 style, holiday spirit. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. Watch the premiere with me when I go live with it at 5 o'clock, and we'll have some fun with it. All right. Talk to you guys later. Don't forget to sub me up, hit the bell. I'd love to get to the next, getting dangerously close to 36,000 subs. I'd love to hit that thing soon. So help me out if you can, all right? And I'll see you guys in a few when I premiere this video, this music video coming right up. All right, talk to you guys soon. Go Hawks.